ACN is the party of Tinubu himself. So it's like he's picking candidate from CPC now. So the only thing which I don't want to go into is like the rotation is between ACN and CPC, the old CPC, because Oshimbajo is from ACN and Buhari was CPC. So this is how we look at it politically here. And don't forget that a lot of people bring this religious thing which doesn't work. Obasanjo was got his vote, present him as a candidate from the north. Nobody thought of him being religious or not being a Muslim. No. So this narrative of Muslim, Christian, I think there's a founder, or I don't know how they call it, of Deeper Life, Kumuye, something, Dr. Kumuye, said that those who are even talking about Muslim and Muslim ticket or Christian and Christian ticket, they are disgracing the Christianity. So it's just people who want something cheap, who want a way to get in, by all means, or who feel incompetent to compete and win. I don't mean incompetent in terms of performance, but incompetent to pass through the electoral processes. So they always bring that in, regional stuff, because if we have alternatives, we have Peter Obi now, which is Christian. We have Atiku with Muslim Christian. We have Bola Tinubu with Muslim. So I think there's no problem. Now, what people want is what will happen. The candidate that people want is what who will win. The worst part of thing that we don't want in democracy is that if there's no alternative, you didn't give you alternative. Because democracy itself does not mean necessarily the best person will be in the government. No, must be a popular candidate, the choice of the people. If people choose to vote a drunkard, let it be. If people choose a womanizer, and is conducted clear and fair, so it is. So it's not about morality or religious or anything like that. It's about what majority of the people choose to accept as the right thing. That's what it's all about. So there's no problem in Nigeria as far as I'm concerned. Those who want Christian can vote for Obi. Those who want Muslim Christian can vote for Tinubu, for Atiku. Those who want Muslim ticket can vote for Tinubu. But I can assure you that Tinubu will win. Because apart from that, Tinubu did not, I think reasonable people know that Tinubu did not choose Muslim based on segregation or anything. No, he chooses based on calculation. Why a Muslim choose Muslim if you know he can't win? Or why will you choose a Christian Muslim if you can't win? You choose an alternative that can deliver the job, can do the job, that can take you to the wood, out of the woods. I think that's what Tinubu did.
So, by picking a Muslim, some Nigerians are criticizing him, saying that a Muslim ticket is not going to work.
There's no country that any president is accepted all 100%. People will talk, but the majority will take the day. So it's not new. Anywhere in the world, there's no country that is even India, the other minorities in India are complaining. In every nation, in UK, everywhere. So there's no new to democracy. So, but it's an advancement inside of Nigeria. If you can push it, we've done it before. Abiola and Kingibe were Muslim ticket, they won. So, and in fact, don't you think that even Tinubu in Lagos, before now, people feel it's not friendly to, it's not, his wife is a Christian, he's a pastor, I think if you don't know. So somebody who can live and let some another religion to murder his children, I don't think it's harmful to those people. If any man can marry a Christian and live together, or marry a Muslim and live together, I don't think that person is harmful to those people. We must start getting those out of our life and move forward,
Mm.
because it's going to
Okay.
be a basis, and we're always in a hurry. If you are not in a hurry, if Tinubu succeed, the maximum he can do there is 8 years. Nigeria have 100 years to come. So tomorrow or next tomorrow, any candidate can come up with Christian, and you can make references here. It's just like law. Can make, okay, Tinubu have done it before, so why can't I do it? So this is the progress in it that we look at. I look at it. I look at it as unity and a progression. Like I said, we have all the three alternatives. Those who want Christian Muslim candidate have an alternative. Those who want Christian candidate have an alternative. Those who want Muslim have an alternative. Those who don't even care about all those things have an alternative.
Okay. So, according to what people are saying now, that they might change their running mates in future, we are not sure yet. But I've not experienced any case, I'm not sure, that a presidential candidate changed his running mate in Nigeria.
No, there's no change. Nobody will change among them. None of them will change.
I don't think they will change. Exactly, Mr. Sani.
No,
I
they're
don't think
taking
they will
time
change.
now. If they change, it's a discredit to them, which means they have started making mistakes from the start.
Exactly. Exactly.
They have
I don't
started
think they
taking
will change.
decisions they are not sure of, or guesswork from even the beginning. So it's a discredit to them.
So this Muslim thing is going to spark another controversy among Nigerians, especially the social media.
Elections, participation of election is based on controversy. Election is synonymous, politics is synonymous with controversy.
Controversy,
It's not
yes,
new to politics.
yes,
In
it's true.
fact, it's controversy that make election credible. Because when you feel sentimental, that's when you come out and vote. But when you
Hmm.
feel indifference, you don't. Most people will not even come and vote, and the credibility of the election will be lost.
This upcoming election is going to be really tough and interesting. I'm looking forward to the outcome.
Yeah,
I'm
you
really, really
see,
looking forward
we
to
want
the outcome of
criticism.
this
Criticism,
election.
criticism is so good. Let me give you an example.
Hmm.
I had in one interview by great Muhammad Ali. They say, why did
Hmm.
he make boxing very popular? He said what he does is that he look at himself, he look at a very big man, he said, in ring, in this fighting, at this level, I'm going to knock him out. And you see a white man say, see this lanky thing, say you want to knock this man out, you go and borrow money to buy tickets. So this kind of controversy is what will make Nigeria to come out
Yes.
and vote. A
Hmm.
lot of people who ordinarily will not vote will not come out with that emotion and vote. And I bet you, with Buhari in power, whoever win, you give it to him. If it's Peter Obi, you give it to him. If it's Atiku, you give it to him. If it's
Yes,
Bola Tinubu
he
is
has no
president.
rights
So
but to give it to whoever wins the election, because
yeah,
Nigeria is
that
a
in
democratic
Africa, in
society.
Africa, we are fond of this somebody winning election, the other person refuse to give him.
No,
So we
no,
are
not
making
in
progress.
Nigeria. We have been operating democracy for how many years now? Not in Nigeria. I don't think, no. We won't tolerate that in Nigeria. So
Yeah, but that's
Nigeria
why we are
is a
making progress.
yes, we are trying now. Yes,
If you
we
remember
are
what
making
did Babangida time is a refusal to
mm,
give Abiola power.
power. Yes, yes.
So you see, we're making progress.
That was
And
under
now
the
we're not
military
talking
rule. That was
regionalism.
military rule. In the
Yes,
transition between military rule
yes.
and democracy is always controversial, except for Obasanjo, who peacefully handed power over to Shagari at that time. So,
Even,
during the time of
even
Buhari, we saw the
Absalom did the,
controversy and the conflict. Huh?
no, Absalom did the same thing now. Absalom give
Who?
power to Obasanjo, was peaceful.
Who? Salami, yes. Abu Salami, yes, Abu
So,
Salami gave power peacefully. The transition was very peaceful. Yes, yes.
and that's it. So I don't think it's going to be very competitive. A lot of Nigeria will not care for their country. What we need in this country is for people to be able to talk about their government, to be able to care for their government, right? You see, but what we don't want is that the nation where there's less patriotic citizens, a lot of people don't want to talk about the government, the progress or failure of government to do something. The next move is that we hold those in the government responsible for something. This is the next thing we want. We are passed out of tribal politics. If we are able to push this through, then religious politics will die. Then we'll talk about now holding those elected people accountable for the promises they made. But it's a gradual process.
You know, people are also concerned about the uh, shooting going on in some churches, some mosques in Nigeria. We cannot deny the fact that those shootings and killings going on, or mass shooting going on in churches and mosques, is deeply rooted in
You
religious
see,
conflicts. So
yeah,
having a Muslim, don't you think will intensify these conflicts and
it won't do
violence against?
anything. It will do nothing. Let me give you an example. It's not good to lose any life, even the life of an animal. It's sympathetic. I condemn that act of war and the rest. But people tend to be selfish or tend to overrate certain things to other. Do you forget that in this country, a lot of mosques have been bombed? A church has been bombed in Jos, a church has been bombed in Nyanya. So it's not new. And the same people who are suspecting Boko Haram or ISOP, they bombed mosques in Kano, they bombed many mosques in the north, they bombed many churches in the north. So the same thing they did in the war. And I was listening to Channel TV.
Mm.
Somebody is making an analysis that long before now, they have predicted since the federal government have pushed away Boko Haram from Sambisa, they have moved to the center of Nigeria, around Kogi, around Ondo, around Delta. They are in that bush, those rocky area. So it's not new. You hear them striking Ondo, Kogi, or even Bendel, Edo, or Nasarawa or Niger. They can strike there, hence they move from their base to the here. So we shouldn't be, you see, when a terrorist strike, you want you to be scared, you want you to cause disharmony among yourself. So if we're smart enough, like Bill Clinton said, when there was a Oklahoma, is it Oklahoma bombing? People were saying no, they shouldn't jump to conclusion. So we should be able to know that if we have pushed them from Sambisa, they move down to around Niger, Kogi. You know, did you know that Kogi, Niger, Kwara, the share border, and it's a rocky area, and this is the kind of place these people operate from, rock area. So we have to, it's like we're pushing them away. The next move is that cooperation, intelligence gathering from all sides, then we fish them, we can finally get rid of them.
No, he said in the north, nobody wants to be a running mate of Peter Obi. He
Now you
has
can
been
see,
making consultations to at least nominate someone from the north. That is why he decided to pick from the southwest.
yes, you see,
Yeah.
ordinarily Obi, Abiola, and what was it, Obasanjo, Goodluck Jonathan, Yakub Gawan, they are neutral people. There's nothing against them. But Obi cannot clear himself from hands in glove with IPOP. And the manner with which the IPOP are supporting him, now there's create another suspicion.
You know that Mr. Hansa, he's from the east. If you
Yes.
remove the IPOP members away from all the Easterners, how many people do you think will be left?
Mm.
Okay, hear you now.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. I'm giving
Mm.
you enough, I'm giving you enough example to show you that you can say against things against your people and still succeed.
Mm. Okay.
If it's obvious still that it's against them, people will still. In fact, you uplift your people for saying the truth.
Mm. Okay. Yeah, if it's obvious that it's against them, you are very right, Mr.
Yes.
Hansa. That is
Mm,
truth. Yeah. If he come out
mm,
publicly to criticize
mm,
their activities, it shows
mm.
that it's against their activities. Agitation,
Yes.
I think they have the right to agitate for secession. However, there are some activities attached to this agitation that
Mm.
people are not very happy about, and they don't like
You
some
know,
of their
people
activities,
keep saying
especially.
agitation. You know why I
Huh?
don't agree with agitation? People keep saying agitation. Agitation is by making conferences, attending protests, and all over the world. That's agitation. But these people are killing people.
And that's what I'm
The sake
saying
of
now, that some of the activities attached to this agitation is
is
what
criminal.
people are not happy about.
Yes.
So,
So unless he condemn that, if he didn't condemn that, people will not feel safe about him. And
yeah,
I can assure you on this show that I'm definitely sure more than 40 to 45% of people are not supporting Biafra. Some does that to get something from federal government. That's all. Because I can give you reasons. You see, you are shouting you want Biafra. Tomorrow you are looking for job in Kaduna, you are looking for job in Kano, you are looking for job in Sokoto, you are looking for job in Lagos. How does it work? If you really want to hold yourself, you start retrieving to your own land. You start moving back to your country or to the area you're trying to do. So a lot of people, I can even increase the percentage to 75% of Igbo don't want to leave Nigeria. They just use that to bargain Oliver Twist to get more. So the real people who were deluded, thinking that it's real, are the youth, jobless youth. Those are the people who are really for, and then some criminals too. But the real evil man who works in the bank, who works in the army, who works in police, who works in many things, in university, lecturing, they don't support Biafra. The real
yes,
people who believe in the Biafra, I'm saying,
yes,
are not
yes, yes,
the people. Huh?
yes.
If you go to Abuja now, they are buying land, they are building land.
Mm.
They will buy tomorrow, they'll buy next tomorrow. They are buying Kano, they are buying Sokoto, and you tell me they believe in Biafra.
No, I don't think so.
So, it's a gimmick. They use
Mm.
that Biafra to get so many things. He said he's not supporting violence, but he think IPOP, they are running legit. I had something interview like that. He was sarcastic about it, you know, because then he has to do because if he appear to be supporting IPOP openly, the government will sanction him. So it's easier for him to show that kind of this thing. But if he really don't support them, it will be better for him to come out openly and fight against it.
Yeah, it's justifiable. Yeah, it needs to come out publicly and let Nigerians, because many people have been saying this,
Mm.
that Peter Obi is a legitimate IPOB member, and
Of
we are
course,
still expecting him to come and debunk
he
that
cannot.
statement, and he cannot.
Yes, and it's
Let's
going
see.
to be difficult. That's why I say it's the biggest mistake he has done in his life this time around. After this
Let's see.
election, he can never come out. Huh?
Let's see if he's going to come out to debunk this claim.
He cannot. He has already stuck into neck. He cannot come out and say such things. Because it's too late for him to say it now. Because even if he say it won't help him because people know he's just doing that because he's desperate.
Mm.
Yeah, because when you catch a thief, you beg you. If you catch an armed robber, they show it on TV. You see him remorse,ing begging you as if it's not the person who was knocking you around, harassing you, threatening your life. So people won't take that. But if ordinarily before you catch a thief, he came out and confessed that I'm thief, I'm sorry, I regret what I've done, blah blah like that, people will accept that.
Mm. All right. All right. So I think we have done enough for today. And it's
Thank you
late
very much.
night in Nigeria now in Kano.
Very
You are in